This is becoming a nightly ritual to try and stay ahead of the blistering feet. And this is what that turns into. It started off with a really bad one here. So the good news is that's not so bad anymore. That was second, and it's not doing so bad. This just started today. It's all the way around the back of my heel. And puffy. And this was a new one today. So it's like, you know, you start to favor one pain and the others crop up. So I'm going to put a sock on this and hold everything in place. And hope that can get me through tomorrow. Because honestly, it hurts too bad to sleep without the sock on because it touches everything. You can tell where that one onion sliding down into the boot on the first day, going down hills, tore the skin off there, and it's just been a cascade. And every wet day we've had where I haven't been able to dry the feet out and let this stuff heal, it's just been contributing to the problem. So tomorrow's a light day. We get to have showers tomorrow too. That's cool. I just realized I'm probably blinding you. Yeah, we'll see what happens, but I can't keep letting it get worse. So we'll see.
Beginning of day 7. Say hi, Troy.
Hey, how are you?
Feet are hurting. Today we passed the longest continuous distance we've ever hiked. We're leaving the shelter, climbing a mountain back to the trail. 6 down, 5 to go. And we should have real food and showers here in about 2-3 hours.
We've completed about 75 miles now. Still fighting foot pain and blisters and stuff. And we got about a 3.5 mile walk this morning into Big Meadows, and we're gonna get some showers and hopefully we'll have a sit-down lunch at the lodge. We'll see how all that works out, but today's the day to take a rest and splurge a little bit. We've only got 11 miles to do today, which is pretty light compared to what we've been knocking down, so we'll get this done, enjoy our showers, enjoy some time there, and still have a light afternoon to finish up. I forgot to mention I broke my stove night before last. Was without it all day yesterday, and I guess for forever now. We're hanging a bear bag, and one of the lines broke. It wasn't a knot I tied, it was the knot in the drawstring that was already there, but I should have checked it. It came loose. Bear bag fell, and apparently in that impact the fuel line on the stove broke at one of the fittings. Just sheared off, so stove won't work anymore. So thankfully, another good reason not to be out here alone, and Mike has his stove, and we're doing fine, but that's disappointing. So I'm now going to need new boots and a new stove and maybe some new feet after this trip.
First view of day 7. appears as all the wind is gone. So generally the same view. That's Newmarket Gap right out there. Another beautiful day. Low humidity, nice and cool, almost cold. Say hi.
Hey. Good thing it stayed up here. Morning, ladies. It's all good. Don't worry. Don't worry. Civilization. Our second building in 7 days. Hanging out at the picnic ground at Big Meadows and feel like a new man to some extent. We were able to take advantage of showers, and most of our clothes are in a laundromat right now. So we ought to be fresh as daisies here in a little bit. Unfortunately, our feet are still torn up and sore, but you know, we're still making a 2-mile-an-hour pace when we're walking. I mean, it's not as fast as we'd like to go, but that's pretty decent for torn up feet. So I'm just sitting out here in the sun, letting things dry out, letting my feet dry out and cool, and I'll be putting the bandages back on, and then we are going to walk up the hill to the lodge and have a sit-down lunch. And we only have about 7 miles yet to do today, so if we're out of here by 2, even 3, we've got plenty of time to get where we're going. Just one more significant climb, and even it's spread out over a long period of time, so fairly gradual. So, doing well, just trying to win the battle with the feet pain. Hey. Cheers. We're still on schedule after 80 some odd miles. That's good. It sure feels good to put clean, dry clothes on again. So we're here, leaving Big Meadows Lodge. Mike will be up in a minute. And we got 7.5, 8 miles to go today still. We're gonna hop up over Hazeltop and then Bear Fence Mountain, and then camping at Bear Fence Hut on the other side of Bear Fence. So it is 2 o'clock now. We'll probably be on the trail about 2:30. With any luck, that'll get us in before 7, and so we should have a little bit of daylight left tonight. So moving on.
We're back on the trail out of Big Meadows. And let me tell you, psychologically, tough. Had showers, did laundry, sit down lunch, of fish and chips and fry green tomatoes, and a beer. And just put our packs back on, granted full of clean clothes, dry clothes. And now we got 8.1 miles to the shelter to finish off today. After which, we will be 7 down, 4 to go. So psychologically tough to leave civilization again after being so comfortable, but hey, we're almost there. Yep.
We've gotten to the point with all our various ailments that our best and easiest walking is a slight up. We just pretty much ran all the way up Hazeltop Mountain, averaging over 2.5 miles an hour all the way up, non-stop, no problem. Get a little bit down on the other side, and it's like we're leaning on poles and carefully with the footing on rocks, and it's and it hurts. It's just weird. We'd prefer to be going up anymore than anywhere else, and we've really sort of gotten used to that.
This is from the top of Bear Fence Mountain. We're gonna go somewhere around in here for tonight, either to the hut or to a campground. We think the hut is dry, so we might go to the campground. But there's the end of Massanutten Mountain, which is pretty impressive that we've made it that far south. But this is a pretty nice view. We think the hut is dry, so we might go to the campground. There's the end of Massanutten Mountain, which is pretty impressive that we've made it that far south. But this is a pretty nice view.
And there's the ridge line we're gonna keep going down right through there.
Yep.
Bear Fence Mountain.
Woo!
What are you doing?
I'm trying to duck under you. I thought you kept going.
We're officially, no kidding, ahead of schedule.
That we are.
We were aiming for Bear Fence Hut tonight, and we had heard along the trail that Bear Fence Hut was dry.
You point out, not only are we ahead of schedule, but we are setting up camp in daylight.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't even have to race sunlight to do this. So, yeah, we made really good time coming out of Big Meadows, and then we heard Bear Fence Hut. Sorry, something flying over. We heard that the spring was dry, so we decided to press the extra mile and a half or so, whatever it was, back up the next mountain. So now we're camping at Lewis Mountain Campground. So we're
And our spring is 15 feet from the campsite.
Yeah, we're certainly not in the wilderness here, but you know, there's a store. I've got a Pepsi. It's the first thing. Well, we had a beer today at lunch too, which was great. But some sweetness, and we got a water source right there on the other side of that hammock, so it's perfect. So we're going to set up here before it gets too dark, have some dinner, and that'll give us just that much to jump on the next day.